Oh, well, hello YouTube. This is me again. I know it's been a long while, over a year probably, since my last video on this Jeep where it's broke down. It threw about 40 codes up. So I got a little time off. So I decided to start working on it again. So all my investigating on it and all that, all my reading up on it, talking to other people, figured we might try to replace that DCU. Okay, so I went. Dang it, I might put this in the description later, but okay, went to LKQ and every Jeep 2005 Grand Cherokee and the compatible ones, the ECU was missing. So that tell me that there's probably been a lot of problems with that for the 4.7 V8. And so I was able to get a hold of that. Got the ECU. Came out here and put it in, and it wasn't blowing the fuse it was blowing before, and it didn't throw up the 3 codes. One code was a P0513, which was key not recognized. All right. And I noticed another thing. There's another computer that goes right there. And there's this ECU. So to make sure everything's right, I got the ECU, the main brain computer, and I got this. I think it controls transmission, the spark control, and I bought the key that's matched to that computer. And just in case, I got the whole that's the key and cylinder, and I got where the key cylinder goes into, which has the lock, and that's the ignition switch itself right here, which I heard they have problems out of that. And this is the key reader. This ring around that is the key reader, and that's part of the box that comes with it. So I'm gonna take you with me when I pop that off. I'm gonna try to get by with just popping the cylinder out, putting it in, see if it'll read it. It should read it even with a dead battery. So it's very simple to get to that. You pop this, you can't see. You pop this plastic piece off, pull this up, insert the key, and then there's a tab you push down. Turn it like you're gonna crank it and slide the whole thing out. So we're gonna try that first. Well, we're gonna try that last, but first we're going to go back out here and install this little computer right there, and we're gonna put that in because the battery that was in it when I bought the Jeep, which was pretty new, is out here. As I put it in there and put it on charge last night, and I forgot to take it off, and for some strange reason the charger did not cut off, and it's still hot as crap. So it's out here in the yard just in case it blows up or catches on fire. But I don't know what the deal is with it. It had it ran it over, it cranked it, spun it over until it ran down. So I don't know. Probably got a screwed up battery. So the other batteries have my Hemi Jeep. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the computer in, put the battery in, and try that switch, see if it works. If not, I'm gonna move to that project in there. I got to finish putting a water pump, transpan, gasket, and some other crap on it. So we'll be right back. Okay, it's starting to rain a little bit, but it's just a drizzle, so we're gonna get this put in. And see if it crank. If it don't crank, screw it, we'll try something else later. So you got 2 plugs on the bottom. And we're gonna put it right here and plug it in there. When it's plugged in, you take and slide your locks down. Alright. And be careful right there. I'm not gonna pause there. I gotta get a screwdriver and pop that off. Well, back to it. This is glue. It's got some glue around it. So part of my old one broke. So be careful. If you got some broke, be careful to get it off before you try to put the new one on. Or it won't go down far enough. You won't make good contact or lock it in. Okay, she's snug. And then you take your Torx. You can take something like I think it's 9/32 or 6mm, or your Torx. I can't tell what it is. Anyway, it's a Torx bit, but I put it that way. And you have 4 of those that hold it in. And a word of advice, as you can see though, this computer is off. I mean, the battery's missing. You always disconnect the battery when you work on this or the other ECU main brain. Anything electrical, disconnect the negative post. And then, you know, you won't arc nothing out because it doesn't take much of an arc to screw one of these modules or control modules, E.C.Ms, ECUs, you know. It doesn't take much to screw them up. So I'll get these tightened up. We'll be right back. Okay, we got the temporary battery set in. I'm not gonna hook it up. I know that battery, it looks brand new, but that's out my Hemi Jeep, and it was 2013. So I added up. Let's see, 12 years old. So that made it long. That's the original battery in it. But I put it on charge. It's a little sluggish. I charged it up, so hopefully we'll have enough charge to turn it over, and the good Lord willing, crank up. And that's why we got this little XJ over here for the jumper cables. So we're gonna move on the inside and try this switch. Try putting the switch in to see if it'll work. If I could set this camera up where I don't knock it over, which other people, YouTubers, know it's easy to do. Okay, I'll be back in just a few minutes. Okay, we're starting out on the inside. It started raining pretty good, so we got the outside done. So first thing I'll do is pop this off, and this all snap on. Pop that off, lay it there out of the way. You know, I might not even need it to pop that off, but anyway, if I change all the rest of that right there, I'll just put it that way. If I have to change that, you have to pop that off, and you have to knock this piece down, which is just snaps. So let me set the camera up, and I'll pop. Heck, I might could pop it off over the camera. Who knows? So. It's hard to do left-handed. I'm right-handed. So I'm using my plastic trim tool. But, all right, there you go. You pop that off. All right. Next thing you do, you take your key, stick it in, turn it all the way over to the right, and see if I can do this. But there is a little button right on the very top. If you can see that, where I am. And be careful, this is the key reader. That reads the code in your key. Right here. So, I'm going to push the little button in, and then you pull the cylinder right out. The key has to be in it, turned on the start position, in order for it to work. And to reverse the process, you take the new key, you look in the hole and then make sure your slot's lined up. It should be lined up. And we stick it in. Alright. And it works. So I'm going to turn the switch back off. I'm going to set that to the side. So I'm sorry, I got distracted. I'm going to set this to the side just in case this has no effect. If that works, right here works, I'm going to put this cylinder back in. Then change out the electronics on here. It's got the chip inside. And put them in, put that one on this one. So that I'll have the key to the door. If not, I'm going to have two keys. So I'm going to go hook the battery up, put the fuse back in, and we're going to see if it's going to work. Okay, I got the key in. It says all three doors are open. So we're going to cross my fingers as much as I can. Say a little prayer. And we're going to see if it'll crank. And if not, we're going to see what codes it throws. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, this is a cluster hump. All right, y'all. Oh, what you got? All right. This video is quite disastrous today. I'm gonna have to get keys for batteries for the remotes, and I can't get the alarm going off. It's flashing up no key red, so I'm gonna mess around with that just a little bit. So, peace out. I'm tired of working in the rain.